Hi, within this lecture we're going to learn a concept called MAC address and how to change it. Before we go on, of course we have to learn what is a MAC address and why do we need to change it. And it's written like this MAC, so this is media access control, okay? So this allows us to communicate within network. So every interface has its own MAC address. If you run ifconfig, you will see this result in here. So we see our local IP and we have this value in here starting with ether. So this is assigned us by our Wi-Fi card manufacturer. So this is actually a hardware property. It's assigned us by our producer, and actually it cannot be changed really, but we can try to change and we can try to make it look like another value. And why do we need that? Because when we deal with network attacks, you can easily be identified by your local IP number and your MAC address. So of course they cannot see your actual name or something from local IP or your MAC address, but since local IPs change in every router and every setup, it is some variable, okay? It is changeable, but MAC address stays the same every time. So it can be some way to track down hackers. So ethical hackers and non-ethical hackers as well might want to change their MAC address when they deal with network attacks. So this is like changing your public IP when you deal with network penetration in the web, and when you deal with network attacks within inside network, you have to change your MAC address. And since this is a hardware property, there is no actual way to change the physical MAC address, but we can spoof, we can make our MAC address look like another by using some tools. And there is a tool called MAC Changer. We're going to see how to use it in this lecture, and later on in the Python section we're going to see how to write this tool as well. So first I'm going to run this command, ifconfig wlan o down. This will bring my wlan o down, okay? So this will turn off so I can run MAC Changer. So if you do MAC Changer -- help, it will display the current documentation for you. As you can see, it gives you some specifications in order to use this MAC Changer tool. It gives you the details, it gives you the values that you can use with this tool. So we can use all of them and we can use any of them alone by itself. So if I say MAC Changer -- random, for example, and of course I have to specify my interface as well as wlan o, and I have to say MAC Changer -- random wlan o, it will assign a random generated MAC address for me. As you can see, I have a new MAC right now. And sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes the USB Wi-Fi card itself doesn't support this feature, and it isn't a big deal, but most of the times this MAC Changer will work, and you have to bring your connection up after you do that. So you have to run ifconfig wlan o up. So if I say ifconfig right now, as you can see I have this new ether value in here, and this is the MAC address that MAC Changer has assigned to me. So sometimes after you do that, you have to run service network manager restart in order to gain connection, or sometimes you have to close down the Kali Linux and open it from the beginning. But I'm telling all of this to you just to make you comfortable. If you get any errors, don't worry, there are solutions to that. Just Google it first And if you cannot find it, you can always ask in the Q&A section, then I will find an alternative solution for you and we will work it out together. So let's stop here. And within the next lecture, we're going to discuss some new features of our USB Wi-Fi cards.